I gave you the countdown, man. You knew it was happening.
I know, and I just, like, I don't know why.
What are you
I don't know why it was kind of being a dick situation where it was like, you gave me the countdown, I was like, I'm going to take a sip right after you're done.
You had already made the decision. You was like, I'm going through with it.
Yep. Oh, shit. Welcome to Blue Skies from the Basement. My name is Austin. Joining me as fucking always is my best friend, the Savage Dad himself, Wes.
Yeah, hi.
Sitting behind the camera is our wonderful producer, Trey.
Yep.
God, it gets me every single time. And Emily's at work, so sadly she's not here. Manson's somewhere around here. I think he was under the table or some shit.
I did see him kind of sleuth under the table.
Oh, fuck. She remembers all the names. I
Craig
don't.
Crown.
Craig the Crown. We got... I don't even know if you can see him. You can't see Craig, but you can see Steve.
Banana Steve.
Banana Steve. Gay Mickey.
Gay Mickey.
Yeah, Gay Mickey.
Gay Mickey. Fucking...
I always want to call it Chelsea.
But it's not Chelsea.
I know.
It's like... God damn it. Emily's going to be so mad at me. Not that she already isn't, but...
The men don't care about the stuffies.
I'm already in the doghouse, and this is going to send me, like, over the top. Fuck, I got this for her, too. Oh, God damn it.
Rebecca?
No.
That's my Halloween name.
I know Junie.
Yeah.
I don't remember what this one is, either.
That was the newer one that we gave Frank. Is it Frank?
No, it's not Frank.
That's what I wanted it to be.
No, that was supposed to be Frank.
Yeah.
No, we've had this one for a minute.
We suck.
I didn't know there was a gay Mickey. Has he been there?
Yeah.
We've introed Gay
Emily.
Mickey like every single time. Emily goes through them because she knows all the names. I don't. Tracy? No.
I like the idea that Gay Mickey hasn't been there the whole time. But
He just showed up one day.
but like, we all just believe that. And now, like, Trey's
I'm the
been
only one that
infected.
knows,
He's
yeah.
finally seeing Gay Mickey, and you're like, and we're both like, no, he's been there the whole time.
Gay Mandela.
The whole time.
I'm from a different timeline. There was no gay Mickey before, for sure.
So yeah.
Well, now there is.
That's all the shit, right?
Yeah,
I
we
did
totally
it.
did all the names.
Yeah.
Yep, we're good at that.
I'm gonna get my ass chewed out, dude. She's gonna be like, how many times have we done this intro and you still don't remember the names? I'm so sorry.
Gay Mickey's old news. Where you been, Trey?
Hey, at least...
Says chat.
Wow, okay. Well, I've been here.
You know what sucks? I can't get that down.
You can't get it down?
No.
What do you mean you can't?
Because it's like full screen, but because of the TV, it's like...
Just
I can't.
You can't adjust the size?
I can't.
Can you go into like the
It's
TV options
fine.
and change the frame?
Maybe, but I just haven't tried.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like stuck like that now. Normally we have it over here and Trey just sees it.
So you just have to like put stuff over top of it.
Yeah.
What the hell is that supposed? Is that supposed to be a fucking exclamation point? There's a dot on top of it.
Oh, I don't know. Botrix has correctly joined the channel. I don't even know what the fuck that is at the end.
It looks like a dumbbell. Or like other things.
Ah! A nipple piercing?
Yeah.
Septum piercing.
A spool.
Oh,
An
yeah.
empty spool.
Yeah.
Why are we...
I really wish that Twitch and YouTube wasn't fucking dumb. Or like the world wasn't dumb and like DMCA shit wasn't a thing. So that we could like sit here and listen to music while we were talking, you know?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Wouldn't it fucking be nice?
We can listen
It
to
would be nice.
royalty-free music.
There is like a playlist on Spotify, but then the
Yeah.
ads.
Oh.
I got that fucking ads right now, so
Yeah.
I have to wait because I don't want to listen to fucking ads.
Bless those souls that make their music free for everyone, though.
Dude, DMCA, like, there's a whole, like, playlist. Like, there's multiple playlists for, like, whatever you want. Like, hip-hop, country, you know, rap, fucking metal music that is DMCA free.
I wonder if it all sucks.
You kind of sounded like Matthew McConaughey a little bit when you said DMCA.
That damn shit.
DMCA.
what I love about them DMCA.
All right.
That's what I love about them DMCA free songs.
I keep listening. Nobody gets paid.
I keep listening, and I can monetize my videos. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. All right.
Somehow
all right.
made it creepy.
I got you.
Yeah,
I can do
good,
that.
Yeah. That's where we were heading.
So, I've been playing Spectre Divide.
I couldn't say it fast enough. I was gonna say with your balls.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Which is the game developers Mountaintop.
Okay.
But Shroud has been working closely with them to do
Okay.
it. So it's a 3v3, but you have an extra body.
Okay.
Like you're
Yeah,
like
and
there's two of you, and it's your Spectre basically.
Oh, you said extra body. I'm like, that you're just like carrying around.
Nah. So like at the start of the round, you can throw yourself or the Spectre in any spot. Like, well, not any spot, but like there's like a few like openings that they have like that are closed off at the beginning of the round, and so you can set it in different places, and then you can switch back and forth whenever you want to.
Oh, that's dope.
And then like, so if you have two flashes, you have two flashes between both characters. And so like, if I throw a flash with one character, kill somebody, but then like, it'll also tell you if people are walking loud next to your like Spectre, it'll be like,
hey
like,
bro, hop back over there.
yeah, it'll be like, Spectre warning, and then like when they get really close, if they're like walking and your Spectre can hear them, it'll be like Spectre in danger.
Yeah.
So you can like switch back. But then if I threw the flash over here, I only have one flash between both of them now. You know what I mean? Like it's two for both. But it is kind of cool because you can like, if you're holding a sight, you can hold different angles and just switch back and forth between the angles. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot that it takes a minute to get used to. I was playing it like I didn't even know that I got into the playtest. I got into the playtest on the 15th, and it's the 17th. Well, yeah, it's the 17th now.
Yeah.
I didn't see the email, but I just happened to see Shroud posted a video where it was like, hey, the game's here. And I was like, oh, let me go look on Steam and see if I can download it. And it was like, you've been invited to do the playtest. And I was like, oh, shit. Fuck yeah. So I like
Cool.
downloaded it, and then I've been playing like that most of the day. And I like it. I think it's, with the 3v3 and having like the two bodies, it's kind of fucking cool. Like, I think it'll be awesome because Emily was sleeping down here and I didn't want to wake her up, so I wasn't talking to people and like giving out like call outs and shit like that. So
Yeah.
like, I'm excited to play it and actually be able to like give call outs or play with like Garrett and Ray and like, or some shit. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And then I also got invited to play, they think it's Valve. But their new game, Deadlock.
Okay, haven't heard of it.
It's secret right now, dude.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about it.
Oh shit.
Like,
Well, did you sign a non-disclosure agreement?
yeah, actually, when I
Oh,
fucking,
well,
Then, yeah.
Bleep.
when I,
That was, for the thing that he said earlier. But
when I signed up for the game, it literally, when you get into it, it was like, do not talk about this to anyone.
oh, well,
like
you
some
just
shit like
said
that.
it on
I mean,
the
yeah,
fucking internet.
Yeah. I mean, they can ban me, fuck it.
Okay.
You know what? But people that are,
Nobody's gonna fucking see this.
but people that are like streaming it on Twitch and shit are getting banned.
Oh shit.
Like, that's
Yeah.
what's happening.
Okay, so some people have seen it though.
So we have seen it. We've
Yeah.
seen like people on YouTube though. Like, people will post videos on YouTube and then they'll get banned because they're like showing clips of it.
Well, now I'm sure people are just like making extra accounts just to post it.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
So it's
funny.
basically the best way that I could describe it is League of Legends and Overwatch had a baby.
I like the Overwatch part. I don't really like League of Legends.
You know, like League of Legends, like you got the 4 lanes, and then you got to go and like,
Yeah.
attack the things, and then like move farther back. Like, as you go back, there's like more things you got to attack to kind of break down the defenses. You got the
was it
soldiers that come
Kyle
out.
trying to teach you?
Yeah,
and I
yep.
watched you guys stream that for a while, and I don't like.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of it either. But this is FPS though. Like,
Well, that's cooler.
it's not a point and click. It's an FPS.
Yeah.
It gets fucking intense as fuck, dude. It's hard. It is not fucking easy. at all. Like,
Yeah.
I was getting my ass handed to me.
So
But there's people that play League of Legends that kind of know, like, somewhat of strategies of, like, moving to different lanes and shit
yeah.
and helping out. Like, if you already know that and you're good at FPS games, dude, you're, like, you're in there like swimwear. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know a goddamn
How,
thing.
is it team based? Like, how many people are you? Are you just fucking soloing it?
Well, no, it's team based.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like League of Legends,
Okay.
where like you have the 4 lanes and
How many players are you on a team?
I'm trying to think, and I want to say that it's 4 or 5.
Okay. One per lane plus an extra maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I'm not 100% sure, dude. I played it
Is it
once.
like abilities and shit?
Oh yeah, and
Oh, okay.
they got different characters like they do in League of
Okay,
Legends that
cool.
all have their own different abilities and shit like that you have to like upgrade as the match is going on. So you got to go to like you know how in League of Legends you got to go back to the start point, like your side to
Yeah.
like buy shit. Like it's the same kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little board gamey.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
FPS also.
That's cool. I like that.
It's not bad.
Oftentimes when I play board games, I'm like, I wish this was a first-person shooter.
Dude, there used to be this old game. I think it was on the 360, maybe it was on the generation before, and it was a board game mixed with like a fighting game, and you would move your characters across the board and occasionally run into the enemy characters, and then you'd have a one-on-one fight. And I have no idea what this fucking game was called, but it was fucking awesome. I haven't been able to find it. It's just one of those games I played in my childhood. It's just gone.
Damn, that makes me want to like try and find it. But
Yeah.
you've looked for it, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Well, then
It'll turn up one day.
Yeah. There was a game that forever I could not remember the fucking name of, and I still like. Well, I have to think real hard about it. Like it'll take me a minute. I'm not gonna remember right this second. I'm literally saying and describing what's happening in my brain right now. That I played on the PS1. That was just like a shitty fucking. You were the ship that you were piloting, basically. Like your character essentially is the ship, and then your actual character is just like a little picture of a face on the screen, kind of like Doom.
Ah.
Yeah.
But you're just like flying around on alien planets shooting aliens.
Oh, that sounds
And
sweet.
it was dope as hell when I was 8.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That actually sounds
I
kind
don't
of
remember the name.
familiar.
Did you guys ever play that like on the Sega Dreamcast?
I only have ever emulated a Dreamcast. I never had one.
I never
Did-
had it.
Did you ever play that like pirate game? That's like flying, but they're like pirates, and you gotta like fly around and like.
Was it based on a movie?
No, I don't think so.
Because that sounds like one of the
Let me fucking look it up,
like
dude.
animated movies that came out around that time that wasn't Disney or Pixar. I can't remember the fucking name of that.
The only thing I can think of remotely close to that is like Crimson Raiders. That game on the original Xbox where the red planes, or your plane is red, but it's
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, the whole game is planes.
Yeah, it
like
wasn't
World War
that
II
one
planes.
though. Sega Dreamcast game.
Us looking up games from our
plane.
childhood that we can't remember the names of anymore.
Plane game?
That was the best era of gaming, obviously.
Absolutely. Nothing has ever been better than that.
Those
Let me see
shitty
if
ass graphics.
Oh god, yeah, the game I'm talking about was just fucking.
How do you spell pirate?
Dude, aliens didn't even look like the aliens, and they were just like pixel thingies, like the little flying ones that would attack you. And they had like brown and purple, and were kind of shaped like floating guns.
Those games were so wild and so experimental. Like, sometimes I have memories of games I played in my childhood, and I'm like, was that even real? Did I really play a game like that?
Yeah.
Honestly, did I make that up? Because I played so many demos. Because that was a thing.
Yeah, I used demo discs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that came with the magazines.
I had access to like my grandparents and my parents' PCs, so I would have like PC game demo discs, like old LucasArts games, and they're like I don't think they're even around anymore. But they're in that form. I think like Star Wars and all that shit. Like I don't think they do the game fucking thing.
Yeah.
Or no, they do Jedi Star Wars shits. don't they? They just released like Jedi Outcast or
Yeah.
something, right? Yeah. Never
Yeah.
mind. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I heard it was. I heard mixed things.
Anyway, but back when I was playing them, there'd be like a demo disc of like Tomb Raider for the PC,
Yeah.
or like
That
Tomb
was
Raider
sweet.
2. Fucking played a lot of those LucasArts games. We've talked about Outlaws before, where it was like they kidnap your daughter and kill your wife,
Yeah.
and then you're just like on a rampage, murdering everybody that you fucking run across until you find the guy that took your daughter.
I played a game called Dead Man's Hand. That's like that. It's an old Wild West game.
Yeah,
That game was fucking awesome too.
Dude, this is gonna
Sweet.
fucking bother the shit out of me, man.
it was 2.5D, so like you're walking around in like a 3D environment, but all the characters were like the static images that like kind of turn with you as you
Yeah.
like rotate around them. So you're just shooting like flat cowboys.
Maybe it wasn't the Sega Dreamcast. I thought it was. Was it the Xbox One?
See,
Or original Xbox, not Xbox One, but original Xbox.
we're old.
They're doing a Demon Souls remake, and fuck, they're not bringing it. They're still not porting it to Xbox. That sucks so bad.
Didn't they already do a Demon Souls remake?
It was a remaster.
Remaster. They're doing a remake? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? The remaster was so good, except for like some of the color choices. They made it look a little too happy. It's less
Yeah.
drab.
Hey, buddy. What you doing? What you doing, buddy? But yeah, so I got invited to fucking playtest, basically.
That's cool as hell.
And then, yeah, and I was telling Garrett and, like, Ray and Connor about it, and Garrett was like, okay, Mr. fucking playtester over here. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
You put in the hours.
It's in. Come here, buddy. I mean, for FPS games, yeah, I have put in the hours, and that's the only reason why.
I've got like maybe 400 hours in Elden Ring now.
Jesus.
I'm doing my second playthrough, and I killed Moog today.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like at the entrance to the DLC.
Oh shit! Finally!
And
Oh my god!
I've set
You have
the
a whole new game to play.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the thing too. Like, to be able to get into the DLC, you had to like do
you have
other
to
shit.
get to the entrance to it, which you
Yeah.
can actually do like fairly early in game.
Really? You can get to Moog?
As long as you get to the Dectus lift, which you can just, if you know where the medallions are, you can just go fucking get them real quick and then run to it.
You do have to go through Margit, right? No matter what.
Yeah. So one boss, and then go get the 2 halves of the medallion, and then Vare's quest line, which is one of the easiest and quickest quest lines. It's weird, but it's one of the easiest and quickest quest lines. You just have to kill 2 NPCs, or you have to invade 3 other players. Because Vare is like, you need to like invade people and like go get blood and spread the festering blood to these people.
People just send you on weird ass attacks. In that
Yeah. But yeah, you just have to go kill 2 NPCs or invade 3 other player characters. And if you invade other people, you don't have to win. You just have to do it.
Oh.
Yeah. And then yeah, he gives you the like medallion that gives you the right to access Mogwin. So then you
Wow.
can just use it and go straight there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's like you do have to do some shit.
And
I
Moog-
like your funny words, Benjamin. I don't know what the fuck
Moog
you're talking about.
Is one of the hardest bosses.
He's
a
fucked up.
fucking annoying ass bastard.
You have to beat Moog to get access to the DLC.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have these things called status effects in the game, like so a weapon can do, freeze or poison, and it doesn't, like if it does freeze, it doesn't freeze you right away. It builds up a meter every time it hits you, and then once that meter fills up, then you take.
You take like a
freeze.
splash of damage, and then also the status effect is built up, so like you're weakened.
Yeah. And so there's like a bleed effect, and when that fills up, it does a massive damage. And Moog, everything he does bleed.
And not only bleed, but blood flame, which is like just a
Blood flame.
it's a little step above that. His animation for it too, like he's the Lord of Blood. He's within the lore of the game, he's like praying and like following a different deity than the rest of the lands between.
Yeah.
Like they all, or some of them are following.
He's
the
praying to
golden
like an
order.
outer god.
An outer god that's like a god of blood flame. So he sticks his like giant fucking trident up into a portal that he opens up, and it's like the portal to the god of blood, and then it rains down because he's like stabbing it.
Oh, that's one of his most annoying moves too, where
Yeah.
it does blood. It's like an area.
It's just
of
like a
effect.
shower of blood that comes down, and if you're anywhere close to him, you just take fucking insane damage. And then the curse that he does, where like if you don't have a specific item in the game, it's a crystal tear that you pick up that you use for one of your flasks, and you have to like know to use it.
You have to know that. Yeah, I fought him without knowing that a couple of times.
You have to know where to get it, how to get it, know to use it, and then you have to like rest at a fucking site of grace and like put it in your flask before you go fight him. And then you use it while he's like doing the curse build-up thing, and then the curse doesn't do shit to you, but he still gains back health if you don't just keep hitting him. It's a fucking ridiculous fight.
It's crazy how much harder it is than most of the other fights. Honestly, he's a fucking bastard.
And if you don't have that fucking thing,
Good luck.
it puts 3 rings around you as he like builds up the curse, and he's like chanting the curse while you're fucking fighting him. So 1 ring pops around you, and you're like, I'm fucked. 2nd ring, 3rd ring, and then the whole fucking boss arena turns red, and then like you just take the rings like explode one at a time, and it's just like half your health, if you're not healing, like while you're fucking taking the damage, you're just fucked. So I killed him today. It was a fucking annoying fight. Took
Hell
me like
yeah.
7 tries.
I mean, different games.
No, you're gonna play one day.
No,
Dude,
probably not.
It's so good.
I'm gonna get so bored of it.
What?
Yeah.
You'd get bored of everything I just said,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
It's so interesting though.
People have tried to get me into WoW.
The entrance to
Fuck
the
WoW.
DLC is this kid that he fucking kidnapped because he wants to like make Mikola the twin of one of the other bosses in the game that's like permanently a child.
Mm-hmm.
So just forever a child Mikola. They call them omens. They've got fucking horns, they're huge, they've got like talon feet and shit. Kidnaps Mikola and is like, I'm gonna turn you into a god, and then I'll be your consort. And just has like Mikola in a cocoon of blood in the boss arena. Like, tell me that's not interesting, and you wouldn't be like, what the fuck is going on
No,
here?
it's cool as shit. But to get there,
To get there is you find shit like that all along the way.
Yeah.
The whole world is that creative.
Yeah,
From
it
the
is.
moment the game opens up, you're like, you gotta be.
alright, well then why don't you fuckers buy it for me then?
That quest.
Okay.
Okay, I will. That
Okay,
quest-
stop it.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
wasn't
you fucked
expecting that answer, to be honest with you.
That whole
I'll buy you
fuck
the
you.
deluxe edition,
Fuck you guys.
motherfucker.
that whole fucking
Don't
quest
do that.
line that we just talked about, just to like go kill Moog to get access to the DLC. You get there by one of the first NPCs you meet in the game is the guy who calls you maidenless. Like you saw the memes when the game came out. Like it's that guy. And then once you get to Moog's palace, you just get to like there's right before Moog's boss room in like a hallway. There's his invader sign. And you can just go invade his world and just kick the fucking shit out of him. Because by that point in the game, you're way stronger than him, and his weapon is a bouquet of roses.
Oh, he's a bitch. I've actually never fought him.
He's a fun fight because the bouquet, he can like throw flies at you that do bleed and blood damage. Like just a swarm of flies out of the bouquet, and they hone in on you and then fucking stick on you.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Anyway.
I like my pew pews. That's where like I even tried to play like Red Dead,
Yeah.
and I like played for a little bit, and like it is part of a pew pew. Don't get me wrong, but like, oh my god, at some point I'm just like, holy shit.
There are
This is
very
so
tedious things you have to
fucking
do in that
boring.
game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I like that kind of like immediate dopamine, you know, from like round to round type shit.
You know,
what
the
I mean?
game theory with that though is like when you ride around in the world, every 5 minutes something happens, and they like designed it that way on purpose. So like, if you are looking for stuff, you will just if you ride around for 5 minutes, you will run into a random event, and you can do those. It does make it interesting because then you'll find like weird shit, like the fucking man bear pig that somebody like built in a cabin.
The alien shit that happens.
The cult.
The cult, the fucking
There's a satanic fucking pentagram that if you stand on it at a certain time at night will fucking flash and glow underneath you.
Oh, what are you talking about? World of Warcraft?
No, Red Dead.
Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
In World of Warcraft, there's a pentagram, but it's like children or something. Like these children go into this house and form a pentagram. It's fucking crazy.
See, that's another one that like I have family members that are super into it, but I've never gotten into.
Me either.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not gonna pay a subscription to play a game. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But Red Dead 2, yeah, that is a fucking. I'm playing it again right now.
I have
so
it.
it's funny that you say that.
I have it. I just.
You haven't played it still?
I played it a little
Okay.
bit, but not a lot.
You got
Yeah,
to
but
like.
You didn't finish. What is wrong with you?
A lot.
You don't like great games.
There's a
it's
lot-
a masterpiece of a game.
Trey,
It is a
I think
masterpiece
we
of a game.
also understand that there's a lot of things wrong with me. First of all, okay. Like, let's be real here. There's a lot of things wrong with me. Second of all, I like FPS games in the sense of like Counter Strike, Valorant, X Defiant, Call of Duty, like that type of shit.
You like
I hate
the
Warzone,
competitive
though.
ones.
I do like competitive shit.
Yeah.
I'm a
You don't
very.
like a good story?
I do. Like, It Takes Two. Fuck, dude. Amazing
That was-
fucking game.
Yeah.
I will play that with anybody. If anybody was to hit me up and be like, let's play It Takes Two, I'm like, fuck yes. And when me and Emily played, I got to play as fucking. I wasn't May. I was
Oh yeah, with Cody.
Cody.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever played as Cody.
Yeah, he's fun to play.
So I got a different perspective
Yeah.
because I played May with you, and then I started to play with Wombi, but then we didn't ever finish it. But I was playing May with him too. But then when me and Emily played, and we went all the way through it, and like fucking beautiful game. I'll play that anytime for the story. It won game of the year that it came out.
Red Dead 2 has one of the best stories in all of gaming.
It really does.
It's so long.
You can just play just them. You don't have to do any side missions literally ever. Play just the missions. I know it takes long to get there, but pretty much every mission involves shooting. Every mission
It
you're getting
does.
into a fight or a shootout.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
You're going
it
to
does.
rob somebody, or you're going to do payback for somebody, or you're going to bust Micah out of jail.
Yeah, but then I gotta wait 30 minutes to ride across the fucking map to get to where they want me to go.
Not 30 minutes.
Maybe not 30 minutes. Okay,
It's
And on the way, there's fun shit to do.
I mean, I guess, but then I get sidetracked, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I had to go, and I don't know. I have this very like specific niche of games that I like to play.
It's just
and
weird to me that like with It Takes Two, like part of what you like about it, beyond the story's fucking the selling point of that
Yeah.
game. It's amazing, but also the gameplay is so much fun.
The cinematics are also fucking amazing.
But it's challenging at certain
Yeah.
parts. Like the platforming gets a little ridiculous in a couple parts, and like I think you like being good at that shit, and that's part of what you like about that game too.
Yeah, because I'm just kind of good at it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when we played, it was like I was good. Like we were. I would say you too. Like we were both pretty fucking
I
good.
played Crash Bandicoot as a kid,
Like,
over and over and over and over again.
Dude, we got it. We're Gucci.
Yeah.
And maybe there is that side of me where I was like, oh, I'm just naturally fucking good at this game.
And although Red Dead, it's a Rockstar game, so it holds your hand a lot, but when you're doing the shooting, it is really satisfying to be pretty good at that game.
There are moments too where like you'll shoot off somebody's head, or like you'll shoot a gun out of somebody's hand.
Dude,
It's like
Oh,
really
yeah.
fucking satisfying.
That's true.
going in a slow-mo. Like, I just played a mission the other day. You're chilling in a bar, you're talking to your boy, and then a guy shows up because you robbed his train, and
Dude.
he's holding your two friends hostage, and so you go out, and the mission starts with you in slow motion, and so you gotta aim and kill one guy, and it's optional to shoot the gun out of the other guy's hand and save your friend. And like it's just such a badass way to start a mission.
Huh.
Then you're in a shootout with the whole town, and the soundtrack is fucking awesome.
It's slow-mo shit, though.
What?
He thinks it makes it too easy.
Don't use it.
I mean,
You actually don't have to use it.
Yeah, you
That's
don't have
just
to use
one
Deadeye
moment
ever.
in the game. You don't have
Yeah.
to use Deadeye ever.
I
I just think it makes it more cinematic since
I feel like
it's
I don't.
more of a movie than a game.
I feel like I don't need to, because I've played FPS games my entire life, and it's like if I can't aim that way naturally, then like.
It is fun in certain moments when you just want to clear a bunch of people out at once, where you can
Yeah.
just be like, bop, 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 bop.
I mean, True.
And then click, and you're like, all right, you're all dead.
All right, well, I can move on now. Thanks. That was fun. Let's, I do like the game. It is a beautiful fucking game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I would like to get back into it. It's just the time.
You could talk to what is quite possibly Bigfoot behind. He's like, put a boulder in front of a cave. You can just talk to him through the boulder.
Mm-hmm.
And you get there by following a flock of birds in the sky at a certain time of day.
But then you're talking about, like, you have, like, 400 hours in Elden Ring, and I have, like, 1,900 in Counter-Strike.
Well, yeah, but Elden Ring just came out, like, a couple of years ago. Or a year ago. When did it fucking come out?
I mean, I didn't start seriously playing CSGO until, like, I mean, that was a little bit before Amelia was born, so I've only been playing for like 5 years, 5, 6 years, maybe 6 or 7 years now.
Give it time.
I've been playing.
I think I'm gonna play Elden Ring for the rest of my life. It's a really good game.
I'll play Counter-Strike for the rest of my life. Like,
The first time I played it, I thought I saw most of the things. The second playthrough, I've like found so much shit that I didn't even know existed.
oh yeah.
Yeah. My first playthrough, I didn't even fucking fight Moog.
I feel like
That's an optional boss.
fucking Outer Worlds would have been another good game to get back into. I just don't have the time. And
That one bored me at a certain point.
That
Yeah.
one bored the shit out of me. Although I did finish it, I was like, I'm never playing this game again.
Yeah.
I was like generic Fallout.
But then
Had
Shroud.
a lot of hope for it.
Me too,
Yeah.
because it was Obsidian.
Shroud
Yeah.
comes out with a new game that's like, and I'm like, okay, I gotta play this. It's an FPS game that Shroud has been a part of. Fuck, the one of the best FPS players to ever fucking
God, what's his fucking name?
Is he?
Shroud.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Shroud is?
No.
My fucking mouse pad is literally Shroud.
He's so
Sick.
offended that you don't know who Shroud is.
I am a little bit offended. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm offended you won't fucking play Red Dead or Elden Ring.
I
You
played
suck.
Red Dead, never played Elden Ring. though.
I am a little offended.
I mean, hey, it's fair. You know.
You
Hold
could
on.
play. You could play it in first person. First person.
Look at I was
First
just
Persian.
I was gonna Google something, but look at my recent Google searches.
What is it? I didn't see.
How the fuck do I get there?
It's all Elden Ring.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means.
What is that? You're trying to go to
That's
church?
funny.
What was I gonna Google?
Take me to
Oh.
church and now. Wasn't he just in Columbus?
What? Was he really?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, it was like Tuesday or some shit.
What the fuck? That would have been a
Yeah.
cool show to go see.
Yeah.
I would have cried so hard.
I think
at
it was
that
at the
show.
Shot or something, so it was like, probably gonna be like dumb expensive.
Well,
Dude,
yeah,
that would have been great to take Abby there.
yeah.
I still want to go.
Cried
Like,
my fucking eyes out at
I
that
think
show.
either it already happened or sometime this month, maybe the 24th. Lorna Shore is playing with like Slaughter Prevail up in Cleveland. And I'm kind of salty about it because I'm not gonna
Glenn
be able to go.
Schofield. Fucking. When you're talking about Shroud making a game, glad it turned out to be good. Cause like, there's been often times where like I will be invested in a game based off of one person being involved with it. The dude who made or directed Dead Space.
Oh, nice.
One of my fucking favorite games ever.
That is a
Uh,
fucking great game.
And when I like watched interviews after the game came out and after I'd like loved the game and I was like, I need to fucking like watch videos about the people who made the game and how it was made. There's an interview with him where he's talking about like his passion for horror, for making it actually scary, for like not shying away from the gore, where like they used images of car accident victims to model the necromorphs after.
Jesus.
Yeah. There's a part in the interview where he talks about one of the most like iconic scenes in the game where like you're walking down a hallway that you've walked through before. There's like holes at the bottom of the fucking wall and the ship's all like busted out and you're like, I don't trust that. The first
Yeah.
time you walk by it, nothing happens. Later in the game, you come back through that hallway the other way. Fucking tentacle just comes, grabs you.
Huge tentacle.
Yeah, drags you by the fucking leg. You're on your back. You can't aim for shit while it's like dragging you around, and you gotta fucking blast these like specific points to stop it from dragging you through the fucking wall.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
so awesome. Usually, I think quick time events are kind of cheap, but when done right, like that felt so fucking cool.
He talks about that in the interview where he's like, I hate QuickTime events, but we wanted it to feel cinematic, and we wanted it to also be terrifying and frantic. Like, we want to surprise like, if you know it's coming after you've played it once before, like, it's kind of ruined. But for first-time players, it was like, what the fuck
That
just
was-
actually it's the most iconic
You never even
moment.
see where that tentacle came from, ever.
Yeah.
It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's unavoidable. Like, you just get fucked immediately.
Yeah.
And usually you just die because you're so scared the first time that it happens. But yeah, he was like, even once you die and you have to do it again, it will still, like, be frantic trying. And his whole point was like, fuck QuickTime events, but let's make this one work. And I was like, this guy knows how to make a good scary game. I trust him. Glenn Schofield. He's the director of Dead Space. And then they made fucking whatever, Callisto Protocol. I was so hyped about that shit. And then it just turned out to be like Moody in space DDR.
What?
Like, it's a rhythm game.
No way.
It's a rhythm game. The whole combat system is based, like, it's not to the music, but it's just every enemy basically has like one set rhythm that they do. So like they'll have an attack and then a gap. You're supposed to press either R1 or R2 or L1 or L2.
Oh. It's like it's more of a way more of a cinematic game.
Yes, and it's also really just frustrating and boring at a certain point because like there's only maybe 4 or 5 enemy types throughout. Only one that's like super interesting looking, and you're just like learning their button patterns the entire game. The
That's lame.
atmosphere,
Yeah.
dripping with fucking gooey, lovable horror.
Hell
Like
yeah.
it's great, but the story just kind of gets lackluster, and the ending kind of sucks. Open's really fun, but yeah, I was like, fuck. He made a whole new studio because Dead Space 3 was like such a shit show. EA was like, we're never making another Dead Space, so he makes a whole nother studio, and I'm like, yes, this is the guy to put behind the next big horror game. And then I played maybe halfway through it, and then just watched videos of people finish it. It sucked. It's like the most disappointing purchase I've made
Damn.
in gaming in a long time.
I
That's
think
fucked.
Shroud said something about his game, and it kind of stuck with me, and that's why I'm kind of excited for it too. Is that like same thing with like Counter-Strike, is that it's kind of a learning curve, and like you got to kind of take the time to learn and everything else. And he's like, but once people start learning and how to play the different like factions and shit like that, like after that, it's gonna come down to strategy.
Yeah.
It's all gonna come down to strategy because you have a whole nother player, like a whole nother person that you can control and use. And like you might die with one person, but then you immediately go back to that next one.
That
And
is
it's
cool
like,
as shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, and then he's like, but it's gonna come down to like on a pro level. If it gets to that point, it's gonna be nothing but strategy. And that's the same thing with Counter-Strike. Why I love Counter-Strike so much is because like each team has only a certain amount of things. It's not like I gotta learn how to or what agents am I playing against, and what abilities do they have to be able to combat that with the agents that I'm using.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's constantly changing. With Counter-Strike, it's just like, okay, well, you know that they have smokes, flashes, mollies, and HE grenades. And then it's just pure aim skill after that.
Yeah.
But if you can execute, certain plays and shit, it'll definitely help you, like, block off. And I think that's kind of the same thing that's going to happen with Spectre Divide, is the strategy that's going to come with that. Because, like, you can literally there's 2 bomb sites, but you could be on the A site and then have your second player on the B site.
Yeah, that's a really fucking cool concept.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. There's other game. I'm trying to like remember. There's another game that had you like do this. Oh fuck! It was Siren. It's not quite the same thing. This is an older game. I think it was a PS2 title. Siren Blood Curse. It was made like by a Japanese developer. It was one of the games that like was too hard for me at the time that I played it, but it got me like deep into the horror genre.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's like a cult classic at this point. Fantastic.
What's it
game.
called?
Siren Blood Curse.
Never heard of it.
It wasn't.
It's already popping up.
It wasn't exactly the same concept of like you could control two different player characters, but you could project yourself into nearby enemies' heads and see from their perspectives.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that sounds fucking cool.
So it was cool, but also terrifying because you would like do the projection thing, and it doesn't tell you like how many enemies are near you. You can just flip around, kind of like switching between like CR or CCTV cameras.
CCTV, yeah.
Fuck. Thank you.
Yeah.
CCTV cameras. But you'd be like flipping between channels of like the monsters that are nearby, and you seeing what they see, and then suddenly you'd flip to one that's like behind you. You're like, oh fuck, I'm in danger. Like it was cool because you could strategize. You knew what was kind of coming as long as you were like being sneaky and careful about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you could see yourself from one of the monster's perspectives, you're like, well, now I know I need to fucking go around the back of the cabin this way. It's a cool ass game. And then also it reminds me of another FromSoft game. Sorry, but Sekiro, where you have the resurrection ability.
Sekiro.
Yeah. So when you die, and you gain more of it throughout the game as you like progress and like make it further into the game, you're able to resurrect more often. But you die, you're able to like choose to come back to life or not and keep fighting, but you lose one of your little resurrection nodes. But that just means like if you get your ass kicked by an enemy and then they kill you and they start walking away, you can wait to resurrect until like they de-aggro.
And then come back.
They're walking away and you can like sneak up behind them and just backstab the shit out of them.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Sekiro's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that shit where like you're seeing it from other perspectives, where like it gives you an opportunity for another strategy by giving you like another body, basically.
Yeah, and like I said, if somebody's walking, like if you're just shift walking and being quiet, the Spectre won't tell you that you're in danger. But like so far, the people that I've been playing with, like nobody, like they're running onto the site, and I'm so used to Counter-Strike where it's like you can hear, people take footsteps. So like you could be on, like I can be on Mirage, I can be on. You guys aren't gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about, but anybody that's played Counter-Strike is gonna know. On Mirage, if you're playing and I'm in T-spawn and some CT's running through like top mid, you can hear them. Even though you're on like the other side of this fucking building, like you can hear them fucking walking, and so that helps out if people are being loud. Same thing with Spectre Divide.
Yeah.
And so like your Spectre will like let you know that it's in danger if people are running close to it, and so you can like kind of get yourself into a spot where you can kind of sit and chill, and then switch to your Spectre, and then like it's been fun because it's really fun when you're playing the same site, and I'm like, I got my Spectre in a certain spot, and so I'm like. I'm over here shooting at him like this way, but then my Spectre is like over here, and then I like switch to my Spectre and come out and just fucking, they're not even paying attention. I have no idea to look that way, and I just fucking pop out and murder them because I know that they're there. So that's been a lot of fun. Like,
cool,
that's what I'm saying. Like, the strategy that's going to come into play is going to be fucking, it's going to be, to see pros do it is going to be insane.
Yeah.
Like,
no, that's going to be cool to watch. I don't know how much of that I'm going to play, but I will definitely watch people be really good at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for it. And I want to get really good at it. Fuck, dude. X Defiant is also another game. Me and Trey were talking about that, like, it reminds us of, like, Call of Duty Cold War and, like, the gameplay and everything. And it, like, it's basic, but not so basic. You know what I mean? Like, but it's a lot of fun.
Good balance.
Yeah, it's got a really good balance to the game, and which makes for like an enjoyable time. And you get cheaters in there, of course, and they kind of fucking ruin that. But
yeah,
for an FPS game, you're gonna have that regardless.
I'm still thinking of other games that do like interesting mechanics that let you be on two places at once.
You seen Splitgate?
I was
Splitgate
was
awesome.
You see that they
You
came out
could
with
shoot
the second
through
one?
those portals too.
Yeah. You seen the second one?
No.
They came out with Splitgate 2. Me and Trey were just talking about it before the show.
Hell yeah. There was another
sweet.
one that was called like Time Splitters or something like that.
That was an older game.
Yeah, that also had a similar like time rewind.
Yeah.
Really? That
yeah.
sounds
Yeah,
sweet.
it was like an arena game, right? Like, FPS
it was
arena.
a story-based game.
Was it?
Yeah.
oh, they had like an arena
There wasn't an
based
arena-based
FPS that was
yeah.
like a time thing.
and then the recent Arcane game. I mean, guess not that recent anymore. I don't remember what it's called because I didn't really like it. But the people who made Dishonored made the game where like you could you live the same day over and over and over
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Not Returnal. That's a different game. I don't remember.
There's
Anyway,
actually a few games with that concept, but I know what you're talking about.
but you would just like
It's like 12 minutes or some shit.
yeah, like you would just live the same moment over and over and over again until you did certain objectives, and if you did them in a certain order and like did all of them, then you'd break free, basically. But if you did like a few of them, like things would change, and you would also gain information. So like you find out that this guy's like got fireworks in the basement, and you can use them for a distraction while this like fucking party is happening, or you can sabotage the party, or you can poison the main like heads of the that like organize the party. And you find all this shit out, and then like the next day you just go do those things and set it up so that like the next thing you have to do is easier. It's
Play this game.
Void Bastards.
Bastards. All right.
This game is beautiful. Look at it.
Sounds and kind of looks fun.
Super fun. It's a roguelite. So you get a randomly generated like character and with like one trait, and that trait could be anything. So it could be like you're a smoker.
Yeah.
So that means you cough occasionally and it alerts enemies. Or you could be short and it just makes your character tiny. Like it could be anything.
Wait, so it's like shit that's against you though.
Did you ever-
Not always, not always.
Not
Did you ever
always?
play Binding
Sometimes
of Isaac?
No.
Oh,
it's a roguelike like that.
yeah. It's where like every run you start with like either a curse or a gift, basically.
It's completely random.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's good. Sometimes you take smaller breaths so your oxygen supply lasts longer and shit like that. So you go to different ships, collecting supplies. I'm not gonna spoil too much of the story because it's kind of funny and it's cool. But yeah, you collect supplies at each ship. The ships are randomly generated.
Is it on Steam or?
Maybe. I don't know. Let me see.
It's gotta be.
It better be.
Just put Steam after that.
Steam.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, yep, right there. Oh,
It's on
70%.
sale.
Dude.
How much is it? Scroll down a little bit more. Oh, it's only $9 right
$7.
now?
9.
$9
I don't know why
right
I
now?
said
That's not
seven.
bad. Dude, I've been watching this fucking.
I know it's got that cell shading that I was talking
Oh,
about.
hell
This
yeah.
looks like right up my fucking alley. I love some old school style like hallway shooters. Yeah.
I love this game so much. I fucked around 100% in it, and I never do that with anything. I was like, I got to.
Have you guys heard of Cult of the Lamb?
Crystal was just fucking playing that
Cult of
earlier.
the Lamb.
Fuck yes,
Yeah.
dude. I've been wanting to play it.
She's been playing it since release. She bought it on release.
No shit.
And
It
it's
just came
still-
out with DLCs.
and it's like a short game.
Yeah.
She's still just like constantly playing it. She's like, I love this cute little fun ass game.
Dude, it's somebody made an animation, which I'll have to show you guys like after the show.
Yeah.
But they made like a little animation, and it's fucking hilarious. And I saw it on TikTok, and they made me be like, "What the fuck is Cult of the Lamb?" And then found out it was a game, and I was like,
It's
then they just added co-op too.
It was
Yeah.
adorable.
It's a roguelike, but also it's like Stardew Valley or
Yeah.
a
Really?
farming sim.
Interesting.
But you like create a village of cultists that follow you,
No way.
and you can like sacrifice them or command them to go do your bidding. And like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
We need to end the show right now so I can show you the fucking animation.
Is it? Are we that late
No,
already?
we're not that late. So it's only 11:04.
I was like, God damn, that fucking flew
No,
by.
it's only 11:04. But I can't wait to show you guys the animation that somebody did.
All right,
It's
well,
so good.
We will need to remember that.
Oh, I'll remember it because I've been like fixated on this. And I think you can get it on console, and then you can play like co-op. So I was talking to Emily about getting on the Xbox that we have, and then hooking it up to the TV, and then
Crystal got it on her Switch Lite.
yeah,
Yeah, it's on this.
it looks awesome.
It's on everything. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's literally on everything. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm like, fuck yeah, let's play this shit. Now that it's co-op too, fuck.
No, super cute and very demented, and has a good sense of humor.
It's like right up.
Void Bastards has a dark sense of humor too.
Yeah.
Like your character is like, it makes it clear that you're just. disposable. Like it's in far in the future, and you're a prisoner. And what they do is with prisoners is they dehydrate you completely and turn you into a dust and put you in a packet. And then
Fuck yeah.
yeah, indefinitely, like forever, for crimes like jaywalking, like shit like that. It's like a dystopian future.
Damn.
And so, but something happens and they need someone to do something, and so they rehydrate you.
That sounds like this is a little off topic, but one of the episodes or a couple of the episodes of the Three Body Problem, where like they're in this simulation that they're being forced to like go through because aliens are testing humans. So like they've infected their minds and they're in a fucking alien simulation to like test their knowledge.
Nice.
And also like their morality. But one of the simulations is like it's a society that dehydrates people, like
Damn.
because the planet just has, I think it was 3 suns. Yeah, because the three body problem. It's actually like this episode is just explaining what the three body problem is. Where like 2 bodies in orbit around each other, you can like explain mathematically and you can predict consistently.
Yeah.
Once you add a third like gravitational mass, it becomes unpredictable to a certain degree.
Damn.
And like nobody's ever worked. It's a problem within mathematics of like how do we predict this? It's
I've never
chaos.
heard that. Interesting.
So this planet has 3 suns, and they go through seasons where, like, depending on which one they're being yanked towards, like, either it's gonna burn everybody to a crisp, and in the simulation, they just like dehydrate and become like a flat pile of skin that they roll up and then put in a pouch and then save in a temple until the wet season comes.
What?
It rains, and then they just roll them out like mats, and then they absorb the water and are just alive again.
That's so wild.
Could you imagine just like coming back? You're just like, like multiple times.
So these scientists that are
That's how you feel when you wake up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'm so dry. Yeah, no, these scientists are tasked with like by the aliens. They have to solve the problem for this planet in the simulation, and they have to save this one specific girl. And the scientist who's trying to do it is just like she just keeps watching her die over and over and over again. Yeah, it's brutal. It's a really good show. It's off the topic of video games though.
No, it's okay.
It just
got us
reminded me
on
of that.
They got us onto the topic of it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't played any racing games recently. I've been slacking on that, I guess, but
Yeah.
had some cool FPS games come out, so I was like, fuck it. And then definitely stayed up way too late the other night because we had like a nice squad of people to play Valorant. And then we met these 2 dudes. Like we had like 3 people, and then we met these 2 dudes, and we queued up with them and became friends with them, and they were really good too. So we were fucking going off.
Yeah.
And then
That sounds like fun.
everybody gets mad at me though because I'm like, I haven't played Valorant in like 4 months, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna suck. And like Ray and Garrett would be like, shut the fuck up. And then sure enough, I come in and I just fucking pop off, and like they've been playing it, but I'm like, I've been playing FPS games literally my entire life. So it's like no matter what FPS game you put me into, I can fucking learn it and like be good. Doom was so much fun.
Doom's a blast.
Doom Eternal,
Doom
especially
is one of the funnest games.
the music, and then like
Oh my god.
like being able to kind of use the music as like a rhythm thing to do shit is like
that's like
I never thought of it like that.
I
Yeah.
did want to
just
talk
use it
about
as
that.
fuel for my rage.
yes, that's exactly what the fuck it is, dude.
But one of the coolest things about that game is that the music, the score to it is like algorithmically developed and like coded in such a way that like when certain moments are happening, certain riffs are playing, and Mick Gordon, the like composer behind it, the insane guitar god
Yeah.
that did that soundtrack, he like developed parts specifically that would like all just work together to create.
So like what you're doing, it'll always flow with the music.
Exactly.
That's
So if
I
you,
got
if
that
you
while I was
increase your
playing.
intensity, the music will increase the intensity. If the enemies increase the intensity, same thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
That's why every time I'm about to die, I'm like, this is fucking nuts. Like, why does the music always fit?
It
And
was
then as soon
made
as you
like
get that last kill, it's just that those last few notes hit every time.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was made like that, and that's what I'm saying. Like rhythmically, it fucking pops the fuck off, dude. And I love metal music, and so like you're hearing that shit. I mean, fuck, I used to listen to the soundtrack just for fun.
That's how
Like-
good it is, though. It transcends metal music. I don't like metal music. I love that soundtrack.
Yeah,
I fucking love it.
It
I
was
like
fantastic.
BFG division that
Oh.
fucking Alex the Terrible did too.
Yeah.
Like that cover, like that shit
Song
goes
was spooky.
so fucking hard, man.
Very good.
So good. Ugh. It
I
takes
actually
me
heard
back.
the soundtrack first and played all the way through the first Doom just to get to the second Doom. Because it's, I don't have to do that, but I have to. It's a
We
thing
should
I
be
set for
more
myself.
specific and say like Doom 2016 and then Doom Eternal,
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
Doom 1 and
Yeah.
Doom 2 do
Yeah.
exist.
That
And those are
confuses people.
old ass games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the granddaddies of fucking FPS.
I don't know if I would
basically.
have fun playing the original.
I
Doom.
still
I might.
I enjoy the original Doom still.
I was playing Quake recently.
Quake slaps.
Bro, they did like a remastered, right?
There's
Like
an
Quake,
RTX version too.
Quake 3 or some shit like that, or Quake 4.
It's not a remaster. Well, yeah, no, it is a remaster. Yeah, like they have the RTX and like updated graphics and all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah, oh yeah,
It looks a little weird. I actually prefer the older graphics.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was playing that. I have that downloaded.
Yeah.
Like I can play that whenever the fuck I want to. Quake was awesome. Unreal Tournament
Oh my god.
Unreal
that
Tournament
was so
3.
fun.
was
That one
my
specifically.
fucking.
Back in the
That
day,
one
man.
specifically, Unreal Tournament 3 was fucking
Bro, the needle gun?
fire as shit.
I don't
Dude.
remember which one I played, but they were great.
Do you remember the one map where it was like 2 towers? It's like up in space, and there's like 2 towers on either side, and then like there's like a little bit of land in the middle. But
Kind of with,
basically,
like a little canyon bit or like a ravine.
I mean,
Like, there was like an up and a down side.
it was a level playing field.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was like 2, like you had 1 tower on this side, 1 tower on this side, and then
I
like,
don't quite remember that one.
and it was a sniping map. Like was basically all it was.
Yeah.
Like whatever rail gun or whatever the fuck they had. But I used to play that shit all the fucking time.
Yeah. I
on
played
Unreal
that shit a
Tournament.
bunch, mostly on PlayStation.
What the fucking.
But I didn't. I played way more Quake 3 Arena, and I'd always like the sniping map on that one was the space maps, where like there'd be floating platforms up and down, and then bounce pads, and then also launch pads, so you could fly from either side of the map like easily. But it was a risk where you just get fucking railgunned out of the air.
Nice.
Like
Nice, yeah, that reminds me of fucking Halo 3, jumping into main cannons and getting sniped or sniping people out of the air.
yeah.
Or while I'm in the air. Oh my god. There's no feeling like
Oh, I do fucking remember that. It did have a left and a right path.
Yep. And then the hole in the middle,
Yeah.
and it was just like,
it. Those bare bone maps like that are sweet.
dude, it was a sniping map. Like
There was
you had
one in
like the
Quake 3.
1-shot kill gun too, like while you were on the map, and it was just like, you want to know where my aim came from? That shit right
Dude,
there.
Valhalla and Halo has these 2 man cannons for each side of the map. I don't know if you played Halo 3, but Valhalla has these 2 man cannons. They shoot you so high into the
Yeah.
air. And when you play shoddy snipes, people, they run into the main cannon, and so some people wait and just pick people out of the air.
Yeah.
And that was so fun to do.
I know exactly what you're talking about, because it was basically a remake of like the original Halo map where you just had like the 2 bases. and, like,
Yeah, it was Halo 3's version of Blood Gulch, basically, you could say.
Thank you. Yes. That like the original red versus blue. Like that's where they
Yeah.
did all of their
Yes.
shit at. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Dude, that's what.
Red
Yeah,
Gulch.
those types of maps, even though they're like super simple, and I feel like a lot of games nowadays make it way too fucking complicated. Where it's like
Yeah.
you can just do something like that and people will fucking love it.
There was one in Quake 3 that was like the map that the elite players would just like fucking own, like people who shouldn't be playing against them there. That was just like a set of staircases that met at like a top point that had the railgun, and then there was below. It was just like a floating pad of concrete in space,
God, this sounds like.
and
kinda
below there was like little bounce pads that you could like launch yourself kind of around a little bit, and there was like health items and kind of like a little maze-like area underneath.
I feel like I know what the fuck you're
So
talking
you would
about.
like come up from getting like items that you needed, bounce out, and just get fucking sniped. Until eventually you got all the way up there and got the railgun, and then you would snipe people from up top real quick, and go down, kill people in the maze real quick, bounce around and just snipe people from all over the map. But it was
Nice.
just a staircase, a pad of concrete, and then like a little underground well with like some pillars.
I feel like Quake was one of those first like really good like quick fucking
Yeah.
FPS
Yes,
games. That,
really
like,
fast paced.
That and Unreal Tournament, like
And you
would-
learn the item pickup drop rates, so like
Yeah.
you would know like I'm gonna make this circle around the map, and by the time I get back, that fucking plus 25 health
is
and that
is
gun I
there.
need will be there.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that shit, I fucking love Quake and Unreal Tournament. That shit was, again, you want to know where my aim came from? That shit, for sure. And then, I mean, Counter-Strike, of course, that too. Fucking Combat Arms. I mean, so many. The only thing that sucked about Combat Arms,
Close.
I was so close, god damn it, was that too many cheaters, and then it just fucking ruined it. It was like you couldn't even play the game without there being cheaters.
I really liked old 007 games. Those games were fucking sweet.
I still have never gone back and played any of those. I
Right.
missed them in childhood.
I haven't
Damn.
either.
Those were fucking amazing.
I
'cause-
always hear that they're like classics and like super respected, and where like people are so nostalgic about them.
GoldenEye
Yeah.
was definitely like
I didn't play much of Gold. That was a little before me. I played
Yeah.
a lot of Agent Under Fire or Nightfire. That's what it was
I tried to
called.
get into like the Splinter Cell shit, but that was also like
Splinter Cell's hard as fuck,
Oh
but
my
I enjoy
God.
the fuck out of those guys. I have the whole series installed on my PC.
it was so fucking difficult and also boring as shit. I was like, I don't want to do.
I
stealth.
love
I want to go in
fucking
there.
army crawling in the dark and
Yeah.
then ripping a tent open from behind with a knife and
Yeah.
then just like murdering the shit out of a guard and then carrying the body away slowly.
Dude, do you
Like,
remember?
I love that shit.
Do you remember SOCOM
Yeah, I used to play that a lot with my friend DJ.
on the PS2?
We were playing because PS2 didn't have the like easy internet connectivity where you could like play online with. You had to get like the whole
Oh.
fucking thing.
Yeah.
Unless you had the PS2 Slim, and then you could just plug an Ethernet cable in. But we were playing on the Wii, I think, the Wii SOCOM. But I'd played SOCOM on PS2, and
Did you have the headset and everything?
no, I didn't have that.
Oh, see, I had the fucking headset,
Yeah.
dude, but I was too young to like understand what the fuck I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Because like you could say certain like phrases to give like your team like tell them what to do, and it was
Yeah.
like one of the first games where it's like you tell them like you speak and tell them what to do and where to go and shit. And it was like one of the most like first kind of innovative games to do that
I'm
shit.
just picturing my son doing because he was playing Fortnite like as I was trying to take a nap before coming over here, and he's just screeching in his room with his fucking little headset on, talking to people while playing fucking Fortnite. We control his group of friends.
Obviously.
Yeah, like he's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
limits on who we can talk to. Anyway, fucking, he's just screeching, and I can imagine him like trying to do that as a kid. He's like, "Go here, your ass, get shit on, 1v1 me, you fucking pussy."
That's awesome.
Has he ever said
SOCOM
that?
on the PS2? No, but
Okay.
I have caught him saying like he's cussed a couple times.
Oh,
while,
yeah?
like yelling at people. He's like, "You're shit,
Yeah.
suck shit." I'm like, "No."
You just walk up behind him, and just fucking smack him
Well,
in the
he's
back
like
of the head.
so engrossed because he's a kid. Like he has the one focus.
Oh yeah.
He's like lost in it. Like he's having the experience of his fucking life. So I walk into the room, he doesn't even notice me. I can just like grab him and shake him and scare the shit out of him.
Oh
He
yeah.
doesn't even see me coming.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's the same thing with me though. Like when I'm playing FPS games, like I'm into it. And,
You
like,
are a child.
If you walk, if you walk up behind me,
So am
like
I.
you could sit there for probably like 15, 20 minutes before I even realize that you're behind me.
I'm pretty
You
sure
do
when I
have a headset, right?
Huh?
You do have a headset too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got like earphones on, like,
Yeah.
and it's turned all the way up, so like I can hear your footsteps no matter what. Like
Yeah.
I'm fucking engulfed into it.
No judgment, though. I'm also a child. Like, when I was playing Elden Ring earlier today and I was fighting Moog, I'm pretty sure Crystal at some point just, like, left and I didn't notice. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
she
so
came
easy.
back and I was like, oh.
But an Elden Ring
Correct.
boss fight, that's gonna take all your fucking focus for sure
Mhm.
until it's over.
Oh, yeah, you gotta learn the moves and not fucking panic roll.
I literally after Souls-like games or Souls-born games specifically and Elden Ring. After every single boss fight, my heart is pounding. I literally have to put the controller down and be like, "Oh my god."
On the PS5,
Jesus.
the controller has a microphone in it, and if you, like, there's a button to turn it on or off, and it'll, like, shines a little orange light if you have it off. I usually just leave it on while I'm playing Elden Ring, because I play offline mostly. So like, it has a feature on the PS5 where it just records all your trophy wins. Every time you beat a boss, that's a trophy. So it
And it
records
records you?
me and my reaction
No
to
way.
every single boss.
Oh,
That's
fucking thank
nuts.
God. Holy fucking shit, that took so goddamn long.
Exactly. After
I'm
every
so happy that's fucking over with.
There's like 20 videos on my PS5 of me just going, "Fuck you, fuck you, you bitch. That's why you're dead. Fuck you."
Dude.
Oh my God.
And that's the experience. That's what we're trying to give you. That's why we want you to play this game so bad, you son of a bitch. We want you to feel that feeling. You don't
It feels
understand.
so good.
You beat a boss and you're like,
But I feel the same way when I beat a team too. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
like when right now with Spectre Divide, I'm just playing
I've got
unranked.
tears in my eyes a little bit. It makes me so passionate.
But it's only unranked right now. Like the ranked is not in there since it's still like a beta. But like I'm still playing this like it is ranked. And when I play these types of games and it's a ranked match and I like we beat the other team, I'm like, yeah, fucking suck it, bitch.
it
Like,
also
I
has
got
to be
you.
a huge
Like,
rush to be an actual human.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean the boss is a little different, but yeah, I can literally be like GG easy.
Yeah.
And people like I don't know about y'all, but like that shit when people beat me and it was easy for them and I see them type that shit, like I want to punch my monitor. Like
Yeah.
if I could, I would punch whoever the fuck said that if they were
Yeah.
right in
That
front
is
of me.
the thing with Elden Ring. The bosses do talk a little shit when
They
kill
do.
you.
Oh my God,
They're like,
Margit.
yeah, you
He's a
pathetic
fucking-
weakling.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You are unfit to be
Nah.
even called tarnished.
Yeah, dude.
I will throw my controller at the TV.
You're like, what the fuck, man? The first NPC you talked to that we talked about earlier, he does just immediately like, oh, you're a piece of shit.
Oh, shit.
And you're like, what the fuck?
You're just getting like people say that shit to me though, and it's like real people that are talking shit to you, and then they're like on the other team, and they're like, "Yo, banana, you're fucking ass," and I'm like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah.
And then we end up winning, and then I'm like, "Yeah, eat shit,
Yeah.
motherfucker!" Like, oh,
You know what
dude.
doesn't feel good is like getting shit on and like winning, like because of someone else on your team. Like
Yeah.
it is good that you won, but you're like, dude,
I wonder if
I
that's
still
how like
suck.
how my friends feel, because like a lot of times it is me at the top. But there's been plenty of times where like Garrett and Ray have also been like at the top of the leaderboard, and I'm just at like the bottom. Usually it's like towards the end of the night when I've drank too much and I'm just tired and I'm like ready to be done with this shit.
Getting sloppy with it.
Yeah, getting sloppy. I'm not playing really good, not making good plays and everything else. But like, most of the time it's me. I'm like, if I'm not at the top of the leaderboard, I'm like second, maybe third. I'm never usually at like the bottom of the leaderboard. Like I usually end up being at the top, and I wonder if that's how they feel. Where they're like, yeah, we won, but like
probably.
thanks
Not
to
'cause of
Austin
me.
though.
Yeah.
It does
I've
suck
definitely
to
been in
get
that
carried.
position a lot, but I've also carried a lot too, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
Carrying feels awesome.
I just can't help it, dude. I'm such a competitive person. I think that's why with those types of games, and I know that it's against another human being too. And I'm like, I know that I'm better than another human.
Ah,
So like,
yeah.
eat shit.
How
Yeah.
did I not think of this when we were talking about game mechanics where you can have two people? The fucking mimic. And
Oh
Elden Ring.
yeah.
You get at a certain point, if you like do a certain thing, you get this thing that you can just summon that copies you. Like
It becomes you.
whatever you have equipped, whatever weapon, whatever items you have, whatever like talismans and like buffs you're wearing,
Mm.
you can just spawn another you, and then have the boss like focus on that, and then strategize around that
Oh no shit.
until the boss turns its focus back on you, and then
Yeah.
you're like, all right, I gotta go fucking take the heat for a
Yeah.
second until me comes and whacks him from behind.
No
The
shit.
mimic
Yeah.
tear is awesome. It's like I don't even know what it is. I never look into. I mean, sometimes I look into the lore, but I never understand it. So I don't know why this thing exists. But it's a blob, and it takes your essence and then becomes you.
So the reason this is so nerdy.
I'm glad you know this. Thank
The reason
God.
it exists is because the Nokron, the people of Nokron, the Nox,
Yeah.
the underground city that you're trying to find during a quest line throughout the game, they were trying to create their own like dragon gods or dragon warriors because the war of the land was between like the dragons and the giants and
Yeah.
like yeah, so they're trying to like create their own defense by like having their own dragon lord, basically, or dragon warrior, which is where the fucking magma worms come from. They were like feeding people dragon hearts until like they became dragons, but they're not true dragons. They're just like these shitty lizards that walk on their bellies.
Ew.
And you just become that forever.
Yeah.
Like it's almost a curse. But yeah, so the like silver tier enemies that you fight, like the silver blobs,
Yeah.
are like their early attempts at trying to like create their own humans.
Ew.
Not humans, but like
Yeah.
people that could become these things that would eventually defend their own civilization.
Trying to make like a little artificial life.
Yes, and that's why they're underground too. They were like, all this shit happened up there. we're gonna try and like stay down here, do our own thing, and we'll make sure to have a thing that can fight whatever the fuck if that happens again. So yeah, the mimic tier is like one of their attempts at trying to create that.
Damn.
Yeah.
I fucking love the lore in every one of those games. It's fucking nuts.
It is insane.
Yeah.
And they put so much thought into it, and every like, it's a huge map, like way bigger than it should be, and it's got a whole like 4 different underground areas.
Yeah.
That are also fucking dumb big.
Yeah.
Like
fucking huge. I don't even know if I've explored it all, but I've definitely explored a lot of it.
I keep finding new shit. First time I was in the mountaintops of the Giants, I didn't realize there was invisible pathways that you could walk across.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
There's a whole invisible stair set that if you have rainbow stones, which are like a mostly useless item throughout the game, unless like you're checking fall distance.
Yeah.
If you drop a rainbow stone off a cliff and it doesn't glow at the bottom when it falls, you will die.
Yeah.
If you drop one and it glows, you will most likely survive that fall. That's like one of my only good uses for it. In Mountaintops of the Giants, there's a fucking like that kind of staircase,
Yeah.
like a Z almost,
Yeah.
just floating in the air. The only way you know is if you're online and you see messages floating in the air,
Yeah.
or if you're offline, you throw rainbow stones all the way up the stair set and just carefully walk. You just keep throwing stones in front of you until you get up there, and then you can enter like this tower that is either unaccessible or inaccessible otherwise.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking awesome. I have to do that.
There's so much shit, man.
There's so much shit in that game.
I keep finding new shit.
Man, that's awesome. Yeah, I didn't know how to get through. I think it was the Tower of Liurnia forever until. But you need that thing to make everything upside down or whatever it is.
Ronnie gives you the little statue that you can invert the tower with. It's not the academy. It's the other schoolhouse that's like off to the side on the plateau behind it. The study something. Where you have to fight that fucking... He spawns in on the stairs.
Yeah.
And just like does sorcery and like arrows the entire fucking time.
Yeah. He's a
so
bastard.
annoying.
He was hard when I was a melee character, but coming through when I was a sorcerer, he was a bitch. I was like, I'm way superior.
No, I'm still playing as a melee character, and doing that part is always tedious as fuck because you just have to like kill the mob that he spawns in one at a time, or like lure them towards you while you're hiding behind like the railing on the stairs.
So he can't also shoot you,
Yeah.
the little bastard.
Kill all them and then just run at him and start smacking the shit out of him until he despawns and spawns somewhere else, and then you just follow him through the whole fucking thing.
Luckily, I usually overgrind, and so by the time I get to those guys, I'm one-shotting those blue dudes, and I'm like, I'm gonna get to you.
Yeah, the mob I lure out one at a time and just one-shot them one at a time and just try not to get shot by his fucking carrier and arrows.
God, one of them fucking cats took a shit down here. Motherfuckers.
Yeah. I gotta pee now, too.
I can smell it.
Let me turn this shit off.
What were you guys talking about?
We're more Elden Ring.
More Elden Ring, yeah.
Alright.
We were just talking about how...
I'm out of this conversation.
It's awesome.
Every single... It's similar to Red Dead, but like almost to a more intense degree because the lore goes to every single part of the map, despite how fucking giant it is,
Oh,
has
yeah.
meaning.
There's a huge story behind everything.
Like, even before they had the online PvP, the Colosseums
Yeah.
were on the map, and like you could tell like there was a meaning behind them, and
Yeah.
they added it later, and you're like, oh, that fucking makes sense now. Anyway, I gotta pee. Ugh, my whole body cracked.
Oh, shit. He was leaving, and I wanted to answer a text message, but let's not do that, so I'm just sitting here in silence.
I mean,
answer it in a minute.
you know, the people get what they get.
I mean, that is kind of true. Like, you know what you're here for.
What are they gonna do? Complain?
There's nobody here anyways. Like, you know.
We got one.
We got one? Fuck yeah. It's the bot, though.
The bot.
Yeah. That's what that said. Yeah, it's just the bot.
Fuck them.
Unless there's somebody is here. It might be Abby. She said that she watches.
A sweetheart.
She's
Could
awesome.
be watching. She might be asleep.
But yeah, video games, fun.
They're the best. I've spent countless hours.
So many hours, dude. So many hours.
So many hours that I'm like, fuck, I should get into developing games. I mean, I know a lot about them at this point just through playing them.
That's where I'm like, I'm glad that I'm getting all these like playtests and shit. And when the fuck is Skate coming out? Jesus
They
fucking
did
Christ.
release a new video like a month or two back talking more about the development, and they showed some of the progress and things like have textures and stuff now, and like some of the more like natural skate moves or like like bump grinds, or like
oh, the curb, like going up onto a curb,
like
and
bonks and shit are in the game, like
I did see that.
hippie jumps and like late shoves and like little like fucking hurricane shove-its where you just like scoop the board on the ground.
Yeah.
Those are all in the game. They expanded the parkour and some of that shit more, and it seems like it's going to be very vertical.
Yeah.
But they're also talked most of the video about like the online functionality and like playing with other people.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That seems cool. It being a live service, I'm still a little worried about, but fuck it. It still looks fun, even if like maybe some of the cooler shit will be behind paywalls. But so far, they're promising like just aesthetic shit will be behind paywalls.
Yeah.
You get to have like your own home that you can like share with other people, and like you have your own apartment in the city, basically. It seems kind of cool.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Hey, come over to my apartment.
There
and
was-
skate. and
They
we
showed
can
videos
drink.
of people like they had ramps set up that would launch them like a huge distance and then like into a hole in the roof that landed them in their bed, like in their apartment.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Like that's how you end the game. Like that's how you go to bed.
Yeah.
Like when you're like, I'm done with the game. You're like, I know I can go to this specific spot and then like land my character in my bed and
Yeah.
then fucking
That's
turn the
awesome.
game off.
Yeah, and like the community building and all that seems cool, where like you can collaborate and make like your own giant like mega park together in sections of the city. You
That's
come
fucking
back and like
sweet.
you come back the next day and more people have added to it, and like you can watch like their clips of the shit that they've done. So like it'll be this big complicated thing that looks like a Hot Wheels track that a kid on acid made, and you can watch like how they navigate it. And you're like, oh, I see like where I can get creative based off of that. Like,
That's pretty sweet.
it seems neat. A little worried about it.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful though. One more thing about Elden Ring. Even though I know you don't care and it's boring, but you talked about Counter-Strike for so many years. I feel like I've earned this.
Yeah.
The only negative that I can fucking think about it is like the catacombs, caves, and like
Oh yeah.
the dungeon kind of areas suck after a certain amount of time. They get a little repetitive. There's only like a handful of them that are like unique and that like feel like oh, this was a cool part of the map that like gave me lore or more of the or like a reason, or like, oh, there was really good upgrade materials here. Most of them are just like tedious slogs that you have to get through and kill a boss, and then it teleports you back to the start, and you're like, fuck that whole
was
place.
worthless. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it won't even give you that many fucking runes either.
It's usually like a repeat of a boss that you've fought before, but it has like different buffs on it, or like it's got a slight like reskin variation.
Yeah.
It'll be one of those fucking cat statues, but it has 3 heads.
Yeah.
But I did want to ask you, did you ever make it through any of the like finger folk or like the heroes catacombs where they had the giant fucking chariots that would go up and down ramps?
Yes.
And it was like did you
Yeah.
ever fucking finish
I made
any
it
of
through
those?
one, and I was like, all right, well, I'm only ever gonna do that if I absolutely need to, because that was whack.
It is the most like brutally, unnecessarily hard shit. You make one wrong move. You don't run at the exact time fast enough. You just die. There's no avoiding it. And every enemy in these fucking places will kill you. Is capable of killing you.
There'll be a slope with a chariot with wide ass wheels that goes up, and it'll go up, turn around, and come back down, and then you have to get past it, and there will be a crevice in the wall, and you have to time it when you can run to that crevice.
Some Crash Bandicoot type shit.
There'll
MXC?
also be little skeletons that when you run to the crevice, they get up, they get aggroed, and they start attacking you.
In this tiny little crevice, and there's usually two of them, so you're like fighting two motherfuckers while you're trying not to get hit by the spikes on this fucking diesel truck fucking
It's
chariot.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like MXC with the giant boulder.
Uh-huh.
When they would do that, and then like you would go into one of the crevices, but there'd be a dude in there trying to fucking shove you out of the crevice.
It's a lot like that, yeah.
That's exactly what I thought of, though.
It is a lot like that.
They'll
And then you
attack
have to
you.
find the one specific crevice that has like a hole in it that drops you down to the next level so you can get away from this fucking thing. Or you make it down to the bottom of the slope and then like have to go back up another side, and then there's another fucking one and you have to do the same thing but up.
Elden Ring's a beautiful game, so I like raw dogging it because I love it. But with map dungeons like that, I'm looking up the end to see if I even want to bother going there.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's gonna be frustrating.
Is this cave or catacomb actually worth the end like gift that I get for completing it? Yeah, I will check before I do one. I'm like, oh, I'm in the fucking Murkwater caves. Patches is here. I'll do that one.
I still haven't met Patches in Elden Ring. I've never ran into him.
Oddly kind of like off the beaten path. It's early on. You can get to Murkwater Cave. It's the
Yeah.
Murkwater Cave.
I've only ever been there after he's gone.
You have to do it like early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking nerds.
But Patches is like a reoccurring character in FromSoft games. He's just like the shitbag that's an absolute coward. Who just shows up and tries to like gank you, like, and then you kick his ass, and then he's like, "Please stop! So, here's all my wares. You can buy them all."
I can buy them. Why don't I just fucking kill you and take them?
You can.
Oh, well then.
If you choose to, you can just kill him.
He's a bastard. He's been showing up since like Demon Souls, I guess, and he always comes across as like a guy just trying to help you out. In Dark Souls, when I first encountered him, he's like standing by a bridge, or he's standing by the lever to a bridge, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Where you going into the catacombs? Blah blah blah." He's like, "You about to cross that bridge?" He's like, "All right, I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna watch your back." You go to cross the bridge. He hits the lever, and like the bridge flips over, and you fucking die. And you can run back really easily or run forward, and then you go back, and he's like, "Whoa, what happened? You all right? Damn, I must have slipped or something. Let me, I'll give you a discount or whatever." He's sleazy about it. But then later on, you encounter him again in the darkness, and he's like, "Look down there. There's like a treasure down there." And you guy, if you go over there, he pushes you down into a fucking pit. He just does
And
shit like
I'm gonna
that.
fucking murder
Is
for
there
no
a fucked
reason.
up like big demon enemy down there
There's
too?
there's a couple of giant skeletons that are in the catacombs.
Yeah.
So if I ever meet a guy named
Named
Patches,
Patches.
I'm just gonna fucking
Yeah.
murder him immediately.
Don't trust him.
In Elden Ring, for one of the hardest boss fights, that's like maybe your third or fourth one that you'll fight. That's like a main boss. It's probably like it'll be your third boss that you fight as the main boss or one of the main story bosses. You get to Radon, who's just like this overpowered giant sword wielding guy on a tiny horse. Radon's lore is insane.
He's awesome.
He will absolutely kick your ass. He does gravity magic. He can summon like the power of the stars, basically.
That boss fight is
You can summon a bunch of people to help fight him. Like he's such a like renowned warrior that they hold a festival of trying to kill his ass. Everybody gathers and like celebrates. Like we're gonna go fight Radon, and like all the NPCs you've met thus far will be at like this castle preparing to fight him. You can talk to all of them. When you get into the fucking boss arena, you can like touch their summon signs and summon as many of them as you want. If you've met Patches up to that point, he is available to summon. You summon him in, he sees who you're fighting, goes, "Nah, fuck this."
no way.
And deuces out.
No way.
Fucking dick, dude.
That's awesome.
He literally has dialogue that's like, "Oh no, absolutely not," and runs away.
That's sick. That's so. It's like usually patches though. If like he fucks you over and you let him live, later on he will have some sort of cool reward for you.
Yeah, in Elden Ring, if you and if you go to Murkwater Cave, he lures you there, says there's a treasure down there, pushes you down. There's a bunch of enemies down there. You fight through all of them, and then he comes down and tries to fight you. And if you like get him up to like the last little percentage of his health bar, and then just stop fighting him, he'll surrender, and then he just becomes a shop and has like some of the best items in the game that you can buy
like,
from him early
all
on.
right, you win.
Yeah.
And I respect that, but I also hate it because I'm like, he's annoying. I'm killing him every time. Fuck his items.
That would
Yeah.
be me, 100%. I'd be like, fuck this guy, you're dying.
If you kill him, you get an item called a bell bearing that you can take back to like a main hub spot and offer it to like an idol statue, and that becomes like where you can buy his shit. It's like you just get a couple extra steps to do it, but yeah, he deserves to die.
Yeah, he's not worth. Yeah, fuck him.
Gostok,
Gostock.
the guy at Stormvale Castle at the gate. If you go the side path, he's like, "Hey, come over here."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, that way's fucked up. You should probably go this way."
Yeah.
That guy follows you all around the castle. Every time you die, he steals a little bit of your runes. Which is like the game's currency for like leveling up.
Yeah.
So like you'll go back and get your runes after you die, and some of them will be missing.
I never noticed that.
He
crazy.
follows you throughout the entire castle. When you get to the knight in the room that does like there's 2 treasure chests and like a body, and there's like some good items in there. As you're going through Stormvale, the door closes behind you, and you hear laughing.
Yeah, that little
He's
bastard.
the one that closes the door behind you.
Oh, he's an asshole.
So if you like, you meet this guy, and he's like, "Yeah, go that way." He just follows behind you through the castle the entire time, and just ganking your shit the whole time. You should just kill him immediately, because then you can just buy all of his shit that he would have given you otherwise, and he's not stealing runes from you the entire time you get your ass kicked in his castle. The game has a really good sense of humor. Like,
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, though.
It's very funny.
That's cool.
I would go pick up my runes and be like, "I had 2,800, I swear to God," and it's like 2,000.
I love the game's approach to like combat with other players. You can really do anything to win. Like it's not like I just didn't feel like actually this was in Dark Souls 3, but it's still similar. I got invaded and I had a white branch, and so it turns you into a nearby item. Like so if I'm in a room and there's a gargoyle on the wall, it'll turn me into a gargoyle so I can blend into that room. And so someone invades me, and I got a bunch of souls, and I'm out in somewhere I've never been before. I don't want to lose all those souls, and I don't know if I can beat this guy. So I just take the branch, and I turn into a little gargoyle, and I hide in a crevice, and I just sat there. I literally put my controller down and ate chips. And and while somebody was looking for me to kill me in my game, I saw him walk by one time, and then he just died fighting somebody eventually. Like, he just gave up looking for me, and then I went back to playing.
Fuck yeah.
Invasions are so cool in those games too, because that's when you're fighting like another real person who has also probably grinded out the game, has like some insane items or weapons, and like kind of knows what they're doing. So like a PvP fight is like it's worse than a boss or an NPC.
Way worse.
Yeah, it's like these people will fuck your ass up unless you know what you're doing, or like you have some item that they don't expect, like or your build is something that like can just with like there's people who are what are called glass cannons, where like they can one-shot you, but if you hit them at all, they'll die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or like there's people who just have giant health pools and are fucking sorcerers, and will just fucking hit you with magic from a distance over and over. And they have the most insane spells in the game that do like giant areas of effect that you can't fucking dodge.
This sounds way too complicated.
That's only you don't have to do PvP.
You don't have
You don't have to do PvP.
It's also fun too, and also the game is pretty good at like scaling,
yeah.
where like they put you in like either 20 levels below you or 20 levels above you is what you're going to be fighting.
Oh, okay.
That's like the
pretty good.
range.
There was this feature in Dark Souls 3 though, where there was a boss that was actually just another player from a different like that was playing. So like if they went through a quest and did a thing for this lady, they would get what is it, some sort of spear, and they would become a defender of the church. And so whenever another player in their own game would try to pass through this church, they would be summoned to become the boss fight in that player's world.
So like the game makes you go through the quest line to be like get good so that you could like reasonably kick somebody's ass, and then they put you there to kick somebody's ass.
Which is an awesome concept, but made it later on, because I didn't play Dark Souls 3 until later. So I'm running into people that are impossible. I literally turned off the fucking. I was like, I'm not doing this online. I cannot. I just fought the regular default boss, which they have one just in case you have no connection.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, which is good because I would never get by it. I'm playing against a guy that's been playing forever. But that's such a cool concept, though, to be the boss in another guy's fucking game. That's
That
such
is
a cool
crazy.
concept.
Yeah. So like you're gonna fight this person who knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very cool. Even the NPCs in all those games, specifically Elden Ring, like they fight like another like you would.
Yeah.
They are some of the most difficult fights. Like some of the churches that you go to and like they spawn in, or fucking the one that I don't remember his name, but the one in Farum Azula
Yeah.
that spawns in, he will just absolutely kick your ass like he is another player character.
There was a couple in Elden Ring that I was like, am I being invaded by a person? Like, you're fucking really good.
Yeah.
And it was just an NPC.
The way they dodge, the way that like they time their attacks based on when you're attacking, and
The way they taunt you sometimes.
Mhm.
Sometimes the NPCs will just taunt you, and you're like, what the fuck?
yeah. If you forget that you're playing against a computer, they do a really good job of developing those fights.
It's pretty sweet.
Well, that was the fucking nerdiest conversation we've had in a while.
We just spent like basically an hour and a half, hour 45 of just talking about video games.
It was
Nerded
much
out.
needed. We've been talking about video games on and off for a long time. We needed to just get it all out.
We need to get fucking Trey a PC is what we need to do.
Yeah.
100%. And
Let's
I'm
start
fucking,
a new job, and I'm
Sorry.
gonna be making more money.
That was
so.
a lot.
I'm sorry, but I'm like super pissed that I can't fucking play. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Half-Life Alyx.
Oh. Why? Oh, is it not working? It's still? Fuck.
What do you need an upgrade?
The fucking controllers, they don't grab anymore in the game.
What the hell?
Yeah. So like I can't. It won't close the fist, so I can't pick shit up.
That's fun.
I can't even pull like the like because you go like this to pull out like a.
So weird to me that it works fine in other games though, but not Alex.
I don't know, dude. It's been fucked up.
Oh, so it's the game itself.
I think so. I don't know if maybe uninstall, reinstall it.
I was
or,
just about to say like you might have
fuck,
to.
I don't want to do that because I got to start over, right?
You could create a copy or save, and then put the save back after you reinstall it.
Sounds like a lot.
You just have to go to where the save is, or all your saves, copy them, put them in a folder on your desktop so you don't lose them.
Delete.
Uninstall, reinstall, put the fucking files back.
Yeah, but what if in that file has the like why it
glitch.
won't fucking?
Well,
You know what I mean? So I might have to play
Yeah.
through it all over.
or
again.
just whenever that issue started happening, like copy up to that save, because they
No,
have.
I tried to load back.
Oh, and it still has.
I
the
tried to
issue?
go back to a different like save load, and it wouldn't
Damn.
fucking like it doesn't.
Well, it's
work.
not a terribly hard or terribly long game, so like it's not. I mean, the
Yeah.
intro is a little bit of a slog to get through until you get your gravity gloves and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is fun though. Like
It is
I'm not
fun
gonna
as
lie.
fuck.
That's why I'm kind of upset about it. I'm like, fuck, man, this is fun.
We
Like,
honestly
I like
should have
it.
watched Event Horizon just to catch up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
probably.
think about it.
Yeah,
Should've
but
been a
Emily's
movie to
not
get to.
here.
Yeah, true. True.
Yeah, she doesn't need to see that one.
I was gonna say it's Wes's movie. Would you like it?
Have you seen Master of Disguise?
Yes.
Yeah.
And my neighbor, when we lived in Pickerington on Grand Haven, by like Tusing, was like obsessed with that fucking movie. Her like best friend across the street, they would just quote it to each other nonstop all the fucking time.
Am I turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Turtle,
Yeah.
turtle.
Talk to the cannoli.
Emily said that it's a fucking terrible movie now that you watch it as an adult.
I mean, it's like the Spy Kids movies in that
Yeah.
it is like
It's like cheesy.
cheesy as fuck. Like low budget, cheesy, bad humor. But that's what makes it fun. Like
Yeah.
that's why it's funny is because it's all bad. Like trying to remember other lines from that movie. The whole who, what, when, where, how fucking thing that he does.
Oh fuck.
It's like a song almost. I think at near the end of the movie, like at the climax of the movie, it
Dude,
is a song.
It's in like you're pulling shit out of
I know it's not a memorable movie.
the depths
besides
of
like
my fucking.
the few very quotable lines, but anyway, why were you asking if we've ever seen that?
Oh, just because we were talking about
Oh,
it.
okay.
It was one of those movies that it was like, I might add that to the list of shit to watch. Master of Disguise.
I don't know if that deserved to be on our list.
Are you sure?
I thought we were watching good movies.
Yeah.
That's a fun movie.
It is a
That
fun movie.
Not a good movie.
That'd be like watching
what-
Cat in the Hat.
That's what makes it a good movie. It's
See,
fun.
yeah, I put it in the same category as like the 2000s Cat in the Hat.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
Which I honestly, it was fun. I mean, that movie is fucking wild.
There are several moments where it's just like somebody shows up and does like random cat stranger shows up and does child abuse for 8 hours of the day, and then the parents come home.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Fucking wild movie. Unhinged.
Jesus.
Trying to think of other like not good but would be fucking hilarious to watch together movies.
I want to get fucked up and watch it.
Yeah.
Like that's where I feel like, dude. Have you guys seen the new Deadpool?
No.
Nope.
Okay,
I've
The
seen a
Deadpool
clip.
Wolverine.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Either.
All I've seen is a clip where Wolverine goes off on Deadpool and hurts his feelings, and I was
I
like, that
haven't
was
seen.
cool.
I've been trying my best. 'cause
Oh, you haven't
shows
seen
up-
it?
It shows up on TikTok and shit.
Okay.
I have been.
I've had a few.
I won't
things
tell you what he
spoiled
said
for me.
then, because
I-
it was awesome.
Anytime I see anything like that, I'm like,
Yeah.
scroll.
Oh
Scroll.
yeah, you gotta see it. Man.
I'm trying my best not to fucking watch any of it until I can actually watch it. I'm sure I could get it. Never mind.
People I respect have said it's very good.
We'll wait until it comes out on like Netflix or something to watch it at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
I won't pirate that movie at all.
Definitely not. We
No.
would never do such
Why
a...
would I ever
I don't even-
pirate anything?
I don't even know how to do that.
No, I've never done that ever.
Torrent is the name of the horse in Elden Ring. That's not even a joke. That's
Yeah.
just a real thing.
Yeah.
I've never heard of LimeWire or FrostWire. I promise
Do those still exist?
Not really, no.
Because I use
I think-
fucking BitComet.
LimeWire got fucked like a long time ago, and then you had FrostWire, but I think FrostWire like is also like it's just not like usable.
It's
now.
a virus now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically. It's like it's just not usable now.
Yeah. No, I use BitComet. Shout out to BitComet.
He doesn't use any of those things to pirate anything at all.
You can. That's just it's a thing that downloads things. Things that you don't even have. You could download free things with it.
Yeah.
Things that you normally wouldn't have to pay for. You could download with that too, but not just illegal stuff. Don't use it for illegal stuff. Shout out BitComet. Use it for totally legal things.
Okay, before we absolutely fuck ourselves over here.
That was a legal thing I just said.
Sure.
That was. If we had a lawyer right now, they would go. Mhm. If there was a lawyer in the room, they'd give me a thumbs up.
Oh my god.
I'm responsible for several war crimes.
Lawyer's like, all good. Checks out. We're safe.
Alright, well, I'm hungry as fuck. I haven't eaten all day.
Me too.
I'm gonna go get some food.
Okay.
Get me some.
Yeah.
What'd you get me?
I think I might get wings.
Ooh.
Emily might have them drop wings at Mango's, and then I'm gonna go pick those up. And then probably eat those, and then go to Half Baked
Actually sounds fire.
and grab a beer, and
You going to Half Baked?
probably,
White
yeah,
Castle.
it's planned.
White Castle also sounds good.
If she's gonna drop me wings, I don't want to wait, because she was talking about going to Half Baked after she gets off work at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I can drop you wings, have them drop you some wings." I was like, "Yeah, but I don't want to wait till fucking 3 a.m. if you're going to Half Baked after work, and then you hang out there. By the time you get home, it's gonna be like 2:33. I don't want to wait that long. Like, I'm hungry now."
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Well, I can have them drop them for you on your way here if you want to stop here first." And I was like, "Oh, okay, That sounds good.
Mhm.
I'll take some wings.
From where?
From Mangoes, they're actually pretty good though.
From Mango.
They're just
Yeah.
deep fried wings.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but they're like they're decent. They're not bad. Like
They were when I when they brought me some wings last time, and I needed them, and
Mhm.
those wings did me good in that moment.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking regret it later. Don't get me wrong. Like my asshole's gonna burn, and my stomach's probably not gonna be happy with me since I haven't eaten anything all day. And then I'm like, here, let me eat these fucking hot buffalo wings. You know?
Fucking deep fried greasy ass chicken.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fucking delicious though. I
Yeah.
can tell you that much. And I mean, we could sit outside of Mangoes and kind of smoke and chill and eat. I could probably have her drop some for you too if you're gonna come out.
Shit.
I could be like, hey, Trey's coming out too. Have him drop 20. And if I need to pay for him, I'll fucking pay for him.
All right. Well, hang on. Let me end the pod and then call my wife and then see what
Heard that.
she's expecting me.
Fuck yeah. Sounds good to me.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, well, follow us on all the shit. Yeah. That's kind of it.
We have things that we're doing.
Yeah.
And will eventually be tied to the show.
Mm-hmm.
So follow us on the things to be notified of the future things.
if you're on Instagram, AE614 Photography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all bought cameras or have cameras.
Yep.
And are doing artsy stuff.
Oh, yeah, Trey, I don't know if you saw or anything, but I bought a camera yesterday.
Oh, you bought one yesterday.
Yeah. I bought, like, the same exact camera that Emily has.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I bought the same exact one with, like, the same lenses and everything, which I need to fucking figure out that shit, too.
The viewfinder's fucked.
Because I wanted to take that with me, but I want to let's see if we can look at the viewfinder before we leave real quick.
Yeah.
But, all right. Bye.
Love you.
Later.
Peace.